Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Checking out another petrified fish, and this one's kind of beastly. And I'm actually liking it because of that. This is the petrified fish Tunny, the PFB05. Coming in, it's got some heft to it. But like I said, I'm really kind of digging that. Now, if you check it out here, we've got a micarta, got micarta scales going on there, and a very nice grip. Oh yeah, really nice grip. And I tell you what, petrified fish is one of those knives where I really started taking notice of micarta. They do micarta really well. And I mean, well, I guess their supplier does, but if they do anything to it, I mean, look at that. It's just got some nice, there you go. It's got some nice texturing to it. And I really like it. Still like their flax micarta. Holy cow. You do have a lanyard hole right there. I do have a recessed clip, right hand only. Sorry, lefties. Now come on, petrified fish. Let's get those pocket clips screws recessed. Now I tell you what, and well, and it has to do with the angle, I'm sure. But I'm thinking, you guys know that petrified fish sometimes does their pocket clips, interior down into the liner, like behind the scale rather than on top of the scale. I would love to see more of that. I say that every time, and I really would, because it kind of takes those screws out of play, and they do it very well. You do have a backspacer going on there, limited, maybe 25-30% coverage on the backspacer, but everything is done very well, chamfered off very nicely. You can see that every edge has got a really nice chamfer on it. Let's check. Centering, pretty much spot on. Absolutely. Now, this is an in-house design. It is a flipper deployment, but you do have a fuller here, and luckily enough, I can reverse flick it on that fuller, but oh my goodness, look at that blade. Now this, it's checking a lot of boxes for me, because we've got some straight lines, got a little bit of curve, but that blade, man, I am just a sucker for a nice drop point. Even, I mean, this one's darn near spear point, but they're calling it drop point. But nice black wash going on, black stone wash. They do have a satin bladed version as well. Oh, what color is that one? I can't remember what color the handle is on that one. There'll be links down in the description. Feel free to go check them out. You do have some jimping going on there. Not a lot. Where my thumb naturally wants to land, I mean, I catch a bit of it. It's okay. Now, to really get some use out of it, I have to pull my thumb back like so. There you go, 14C28N. You guys know I'm liking that. And like I said, it does have a fuller. The action is fantastic. Definitely reverse flick it on that fuller. I'm enjoying that as well, but that's just a really good looking knife right there. Yes it is. Liner lock. Let's check the choil. Very nice. No smile. Now, it is an oversized sharpening choil. I really have to stay back on that flipper tab to stay away from the heel of that blade. So choking up is really iffy on this one, but I don't really feel as if I need to, even though it's a little bit larger size than I like to carry. I mean, there you go. There you can see. We'll get a measurement of that, but you're looking at 4 inches or a little more on that grip length. So definitely a little bit larger, made for larger hands. But spec check, let's do it. So you're looking at 8 3/4 overall. Yeah, it's a good size knife. Handle length, you're pushing right about 5 inches, which should give you about 3 3/4 ish on that blade, which it does. Now your cutting edge is going to fall shy of 3 3/4, about 3 5/8, And then that grip length, where's that coming in at? It's coming in at, yeah, it's 4 1/4, every bit of 4 1/4. You guys know 3 1/2 is where it cradles my hand, but golly, my hand just falls into this one so nice, and it feels really, really good in hand. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about it. Let's do our size comparisons. There, of course, I mean, he's definitely bigger than the Bug Out, without much question, being dang near 9 inches long. It's even larger than the good old PM2. PM2 usually is a little bit bigger than the knives I get on the channel, but not in this case. Not at all. Now, let's see where it comes. I haven't weighed it yet, and I'm going to be interested to see what it comes in out of the weight. I'm gonna guess, and I wouldn't even know what to guess in grams. I'm going to say 5.5 ounces. So 162, ooh, I might be a little bit light. Okay, close. 5.7. Very good. Definitely, like I said, you guys know I like to carry, more that style knife for EDC. But to me, this is just a beastly work knife. And you want to talk about rip through some rope. Oh, my goodness. Yes. Yes, it does. Pocket clip, it does slide in there. Now, it tries to be deep carry, but you will have a little bit poking out there just because of the angle of the handle. Of course. Good retention. Yeah. No issues on retention whatsoever. So the overall fit and finish, nailed it. The only thing, and it's a total nitpick. It has really, is just, excuse me, the recess screws. Recess screws on the pocket clip, I always say that it should be standard. But I would love to see them do more of their interior mounted pocket clip, especially if they're not going to make it reversible. Why not? Because some people might want to take the pocket clip off, and if it's mounted interiorly, you'd have to take it apart to do that. But if it's not going to be reversible, I would like to see a little bit more of that. But hey, that's just me. Ergonomics, oh my goodness. It really does feel good in hand. I'm not getting the cradle like I usually do, but man, feels really good. The pocket clip, not even an issue for me. I was a little concerned just because of the shape of it, but as you can see, it's coming right into that crease. Do I feel it? Yeah, I know it's there a little bit right here. Other than that, not an issue. Not a hot spot, nothing like that. The action, I mean, that's a good chunk of 14C right there. Detent, very nice. Action, just a nice little rotate shut. Flip it on that fuller. Yeah, this sucker is checking a lot of boxes for me. You guys know me, I'm straight line. I'm kind of boring. Straight line, drop point is just right up my alley. And this knife, yeah, absolutely checks all those boxes. To me, I would consider this more of a work knife than an everyday carry. Would I carry it every day? Absolutely. No issues with that whatsoever. But I kind of see it as more of a work knife just because of the length, the heft, and so on. And I know some of you say, man, I carry knives heavier than that. I'm sure you do. And that's great. If that's what works for you, that's what works for you. But man, the Tunny, definitely. Now this thing's coming in at $49.99. Like I said, there'll be links down in the description. You can go check it out. I believe there's just the 2 versions. There might be 3. I'm having a hard time remembering. I know they do have a satin bladed version, though I just can't remember. Cage ceramic bearings, of course, in the pivot. Really digging the Tunny. Absolutely 100%. Really have to appreciate Petrified Fish sending this one out to check out. And I have to thank you guys for stopping by and checking it out with me. Greatly appreciate it. As always, guys, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, I'll talk to you later, guys. Bye-bye.